Hello everyone, how are you all? Children, without wasting any time, let us begin today's class. We'll continue with grammar and today we'll be doing active and passive voice. Let us first understand what is the difference between active voice and passive voice. Okay, to do that, let's read the two sentences that I have written on the blackboard. The first sentence is, the children are playing football. Okay, let's first concentrate on this sentence only. Now tell me, what is the subject in this sentence? The children. What is the subject in this sentence? The children. Okay. Now, when in a sentence the subject is the doer of an action. Now an action is going on in this sentence. According to this sentence, what is that action? That the children are playing football. So who is the subject in this sentence? The children. And what is their action? What are they doing? They are playing football. Okay. So when in a sentence the subject is doing an action or is the doer of an action, such a sentence is said to be written in active voice. Okay, this you have to understand. You have to first recognize whether a sentence is written in an active voice or a passive voice. And the easiest way to do is to see whether the subject is doing the action or not. If the subject, and you know subject always comes at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so when the subject in a sentence is doing some action, that sentence is said to be written in active voice. Okay, now look at the second example. Football is being played by the children. Okay, almost the words are same, but the placement of the words is different in this sentence. Okay, for example, here in this sentence, what is the subject? Football. Subject is not the children. Okay, what is the subject here? That's the football. Okay, so this is the subject. Okay, and on the subject an action is being done. That means football is receiving an action which is done by somebody. Okay, and here the children are the object. Every sentence has got a subject and a object. Okay, so here in this sentence football is the subject and it is being played by the children. The action is being done on the subject by the children. Okay, so when an action is being done on the subject, okay, then that sentence is said to be written in passive voice. In other words, you can say, what was an object in active voice? This is an object. Football is an object. You can also say that in passive voice, the object becomes the subject and the subject becomes the object. Okay. So, and one more way of recognizing whether the sentence is written in passive voice or not is the use of the word by. Okay, and the form of the verb. Remember, in passive voice, we always use the third form of the verb, that is the participle form of the verb. Okay, so in short, in active voice, the subject does the work. Okay, and in passive voice, the subject receives the work done by someone. Okay, so and generally what happens when we are talking about somebody or when we are talking about something, we generally use the active voice. Okay. Okay, now once you recognize whether a sentence is written in active voice or passive voice, you will be asked to change a sentence from active voice to passive voice. Okay, now to do that, there are certain rules that you have to keep in mind. Now what are that rules? The first rule is that when you are rewriting an active voice, you are changing active voice into passive voice, the object of the active voice becomes the subject in the passive voice. Okay. Second thing, the inactive voice, what was the subject? It becomes object in the passive voice. Third is, when you are writing in passive voice, the helping verb is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. These helping verbs will change according to the subject, the new subject. Okay, if the new subject is in a singular form, we'll be using the helping verb which goes with singular subject. And if it is a plural noun, then the verbs which goes with plural nouns will be, plural subjects will be used. Okay. And then last one, if an active voice is in present tense, passive voice will also be in present tense. So, though we will be changing the form in passive voice, the tense of the passive voice will also remain the same. If the active voice is in present tense, passive voice will also be in present tense. If active voice is in future tense, then passive voice will also be written in future tense. And for that, there are certain sentence structures which you have to follow. Just as you have a sentence structure for tenses, different types of sentence. Similarly, when you are changing active voice of one tense, one kind of tense into passive voice, there is a certain sentence structure that you have to follow. Okay. And one more thing that you have to remember is, when you are writing in passive voice, you have to use the third form of the verb, that is the participle form, and you have to use the preposition by also. So now let us start with the active voice which is written in present tense. If we want to change active voice into passive voice, how will we do it? Okay. Now the sentence structure to change active voice into passive voice using present tense is that when you are writing a passive voice, the object will become the subject. It will be followed by is or are, depending upon whether the subject is a singular or a plural. Then it will be followed by the third form of the verb, then by, and then followed by the object. Okay, for example, Hitesh loves our dog. Now this sentence is active voice. Why? Because subject is Hitesh and he is the doer of the action of loving the object, that is dog. Okay, so in active voice, Hitesh is the subject and our dog is the object. So when we will be writing it in passive voice, how will we do it? The first thing you have to remember is, in passive voice, the object will become the subject. So passive voice will start with our dog. Okay. Now look at the sentence structure. The object becomes the subject. The subject being our dog. Our dog is only one dog we are talking about. So out of these two, we will be following the subject verb agreement, and because the subject is singular, we will be using is. Okay. And then the third form of love. The third form of love is love. Then by, and then the object. Object, that means the subject in active voice becomes the object. By Hitesh. Right? So in passive voice, the object takes the place of the subject, whereas the subject in active voice takes the place of the object in passive voice. So the sentence structure for changing active voice into passive voice using present tense is subject plus is or are or am. I have not written am. Am you write if the subject is I. Okay. And then the third form of the verb plus by and then the object. Now look at the second sentence. The second sentence is they collect stamps. They is the subject here in active voice and stamps is the object here. But when we are writing this sentence in passive voice, stamps will become our subject in passive voice. So the sentence will start with stamps. Because stamps is a plural subject, it will take the helping verb are, and then the third form of collect, that is collected, then by and followed by them. Now here the subject they will be changed into them. Okay, so when in active voice the subject is one of the personal pronouns like they, we, I, or he or she, then in passive voice we have to change its form. For example, they became them, and I will become me, she will become her, okay, and he will become him, and we will become us. So these things you have to keep in mind. So the sentence structure for active voice, when active voice is in present tense, is subject plus is, am or are, plus the third form of the verb plus by, and then followed by the object. Always remember, in passive voice the object takes the place of the subject, okay, and the subject takes place of the object. Here the subject was Hitesh, so in passive voice it became the object, and in active voice our dog was the object, but in passive voice it became the subject. Now comes the sentence structure of changing active voice into passive voice when the verb is in the past tense, okay. So if in active voice the verb is in past tense, how you will change it into passive voice? For that, the sentence structure is subject plus was or were. Was if the subject is singular, were if the subject is plural. Then the third form of the verb followed by, followed by object. Again, remember, even if in any active voice, whether it is written in present form, present tense, present continuous tense, past tense, or past continuous tense, whenever you will be writing it in passive voice, you will only use the third form of the verb, okay. Now let us look at the example. He ate all the apples. The subject in this sentence is he, the verb is ate, which is the second form of eat, this is the past form of eat, and then all the apples, okay. So when we are writing this sentence in passive voice, the object, all the apples, will be written in the place of the subject, all the apples. Because apples is plural form, it will be followed by were, then a third form of eat, okay. Third form of eat is first form, ate is second form, and third form is eaten. By, again he will change into him, like I said before. Second example, she broke the glass. She is the subject, broke is the V2 form. How you will recognize in which tense the active voice is written? That you will remember, or that you will recognize by looking at the verb, okay. Now here the verb is broke, which is the second form of break. Because the verb is in second form, the tense will use, the passive voice will use either was or were with it, okay. So she is the subject, broke is the second form of break, second verb, second form of the verb, and the glass is the object. In passive voice, the glass will become the subject. The glass, because it is singular, we will use was for past tense, okay. Then the third form of break, broken. So broken is written, then by, and she will change into her, okay. So when in active voice the verb is the second form of verb, then helping verb will be was or were, okay. Now comes how to change active voice of future tense into passive voice, okay. Now remember, when it's a simple future tense, the sentence structure was subject plus will plus V1 form, okay. So when you will be changing it into passive voice, you will have to follow this sentence structure: subject plus will be plus third form of the verb followed by by plus the object. Let us look at the example. Renuka will bring my gift, okay. Now in this sentence is written in future tense. How you will use simple future tense? How you will recognize it? Because it is using will and bring, that is the V1 form, okay. So will is always used for future, okay. So Renuka is the subject and my gift is the object. So when you are writing it in passive voice, it will start with my gift. My gift will be, then the third form of bring is brought by Renuka. So in passive voice, when in active voice will is used with first form of the verb, passive voice will retain will, but an extra word be will be added plus the third form of the verb. So the sentence structure for active voice in future tense is subject plus will be plus third form of the verb plus by followed by object. So that's all for today's class, and the questions which will be given to you in assignment will also be related to these three topics only. How to change active voice into passive voice when the verb is in present tense, past tense or future tense. Okay, so stick to the assignments. Whatever assignment is given, whatever homework is given in the assignment, do only that part, because in your book there are many other sentences which use different form of verbs. Okay, so in today's video we have only done the simple present, the simple past and the simple future tense form of the verb. So you will be changing or rewriting sentences of these three kinds of active voice into passive voice. Okay, and the remaining forms of the verb, the remaining tenses of active voice will be explained in the next video. So please be sure to complete your work. There are many students who are not doing their work and neither are they informing us. Okay, so there are many students who do not have language book. If you are one of them, please come to school so that we can help you do that work in your copy, because book right now is not available. Okay, you consult, check back with your bookseller, and if the book is not available, he is not able to provide the book, so it is better that you come to school so that we can make you do the same work which is given in the book in copy, so that at least you will know what all has been done in the book exercises. Okay, so do that and keep in touch and update yourself and update us also. If you have any problem, tell us whether it is related to availability of book or whether you're not able to understand a concept. For that you have to come to school and contact us so that we can explain you better one to one.